anything that you're going to specifically take back to work with you? Any lessons learned that you can share with other entrepreneurs out there?
I would say the biggest thing is don't forget to pivot. We did pivot. We did end up pivoting about midway through the second day, about midway or so, and that was when we found out there was too many competitors in our market. We found out we kind of spun off in a different way, our model. But really, kind of what I can do tomorrow in my job is to figure out, okay, what am I doing is not working. It's a sunk cost. Let's move forward with a new plan, basically, and not to become invested in what we've been doing if it's truly not going to work.
So is there anything about that specifically that you can point to as a decision-making tool, or like a gut check or anything? Because the question is, when do you say, all right, time to walk away?
I would say take the idea on a roadshow and see what other people have to say about it. If you're getting so much overwhelmingly negative feedback, then maybe there's time to take a hard look at it and say, might be time to move on to a different model.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree. I think one of my biggest takeaways was everything that you've ever tried to do has been done before. It's one way or another, and that's not a bad thing. That doesn't mean that just because there aren't very many really truly novel and unique ideas out there, that doesn't mean that you can't be successful. That doesn't mean you should just give up now. It means that you should try to differentiate, and understanding what differentiates a value prop is almost more important than being able to come up with your own unique idea. I mean, we were able to look up a handful, going back to the pivoting, we were able to look up, and we came back together after our first round of validation and went over all this competitor research, and it was like, oh crap, what are we gonna do? And we realized, okay, there are gaps here, there are underserved populations, we just need to find them and tailor a solution for them. So it comes back to that, where's the problem and who's having it, and it's back to that, me being a broken record thing.
Yeah, gotcha. So can you give me maybe an example of how you did, like what specifically you did to tailor, after your first round of validation, and seeing that there were competitors in your area, but also some gaps between those competitors that you could fill, what you did to fill that gap and adjust kind of, while you're on the move already?
Yeah, I think the biggest way we did that is looking at who those other competitors serve. The two main groups of people that they serve that we do not, that we chose to work around, is we found that if you already are willing to spend over $100 on a pair of jeans, you can buy your way out of this problem, and you can essentially pay an expert to do this for you. And if you're a retailer, most of the online solutions are built directly for retailers to be plugged into their site, and you can't use it cross-brand. So for us to be able to put a solution that's designed for the end user in the palm of your hand, that's going to service, every pair, not just the ones from this brand, that's going to be able to, drive you to the right pair. That's valuable. That's a market that's being underserved right now.
Cool, excellent. Thanks for the example. So how about you? Any parting advice that you're going to take back to your day job for other entrepreneurs?
I would say sleep. It's definitely it's important to be healthy, and even though you're running 100 miles an hour and you have this adrenaline rush going on, you want to get things done in a short time frame, and there's a time crunch. Not even just during startup weekend, it's in your day job as well, trying to make sure that you get things done. And we didn't do much of it, but it's important to eat healthy, sleep, and
I second that.
take a few minutes, go walk around, take a break. You don't just always have to be on the ball. It's nice to get up, be by yourself, remove yourself from all the excitement in the team, because sometimes the best ideas come when you're not around other individuals, and you can think to yourself.